stuff, get more customers, pay out record number of commissions. We broke a ton of records this year. And we plan on doing that a lot more in 2018. Now, that being said, why is it that so many people are still broke and busted? You know, Facebook has a ton of vacancy and making people on there, a ton of people that aren't making any money, a ton of people that are bouncing all over the place. And here it is, what, 3 or 4 days for the new year, and they're still broke, they're still busted, they still got their job, and they haven't figured it out. Why is that the case, and how to fix it? Okay, so let's look at a couple things here. First and foremost, what I see the most, because I have a lot of people, thank you, Mark, Merry Christmas to you as well. Here's one of the things I see the most why most people fail is they keep going back to what they always do. And when what they've always done has consistently made them fail miserably and not make money. It's so funny how I'll talk to people where I'll see people posting stuff, even a customer, the conversion pros, I'll see them posting something totally opposite of my training on Facebook. And I'll call them out and be like, why did you do that? That's stupid. That ain't going to work. Well, you know, I've just always done it. It's just like, well, then keep being stupid and keep being broke. Okay, I see what you get paid. I see the traffic you get. I see the leads that you get. And if you're doing everything opposite of what I've told you to do that doesn't work and you're still doing it, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's actually stupid. It's like a lot of people keep doing what they've been doing, yet everything they've been doing has consistently made them fail over and over and over again. Also, let me get into this. To make a lot of money, you're not going to do it overnight. So whoever thinks they're going to make money overnight or get rich quick is an absolute moronic fool. Okay, let's get that straight right now. That just is not going to happen. But so what people do is they join these deals, and if it doesn't take off for them in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they're like, oh, woe is me, this thing doesn't work. They quit, and they give up, and they jump in the next thing, they jump in the next thing. You are too busy chasing the shiny object around. Oh, look at the new thing, look at the new thing, look at the new thing. You're like my dog. Okay, like my dog right now, in my office, I'm looking, I got 1, 2, 3, I got like 4 or 5 toys in my office right now. And if I start shaking one in the air or squeak it, it's going to come running. But if I immediately squeak the other toy right over here, the dog will go from this toy to that toy. Like the other toy didn't even exist over here. And so it's like, that's what a lot of you on Facebook are like, squeak, 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 squeak. You know, let me do it right now. Let me just show you here. So if I start to go, and I go, it's so funny, my dog's on my beanbag, and she totally looked up. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? That's how you guys are on Facebook. So you might be in, let me see here. If I can find another toy, I don't know. So I got, what do I got here? I got a rope. So this is why you're not making money and why it's a couple days out of the year. So if I go like this, let me show you here. Although my puppy has a messy hair. If I go like this, look at her, look at her, look at her. Oh my gosh, what is that? She wants it. But the minute I go, watch, like this, she's all over it. What happened to the rope? The rope don't matter anymore. She wants this. You want that little? This is, look how cool that is. Pata, her little purse. Now she wants this. This is, so what happened to the rope? Now watch. Rope, 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 rope. Squeak, 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 squeak. Okay, do you get it? Okay, that's what you guys are doing on the internet right now. You're going after the latest squeaky toy. Stupid. And because you're doing that, most of you never make money. Because you're interested in it, and then within 2 to 3 weeks, it shuts down. So let me explain this real quick. If you were to, let's say you went to the bank or you sold everything in your house to buy a business. Let's say you bought a tanning salon. And because the beds were expensive, you spent a few $100,000 on it, okay? You open it up. If, let's say you didn't do any advertising or you didn't advertise very good and very few people came in the door, would you quit it down? Would you just shut it down in 30 days? Say, oh, it didn't work. Instead of the tanning salon, I'm going to go try to open up a Subway. And then you open up a Subway and you would keep that open, what, 30 days? And then say, oh, the Subway didn't work. I'm going to go open a pizza store. Now, if you would have stuck with the tanning salon and you would have started to put out their marketing and consistently got that, and then you start getting word of mouth and all these things would happen, within a few months, that tanning salon could be booming and you could be making a ton of money. But instead, you said, oh, it's not making any money for me, and you shut it down, and then you try to jump at something else. See, the internet makes it easy because you didn't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, okay? You spent a few $100. That's why most people are doing this. But the thing about it is why most people are so broke and busted here at the end. I mean, I would be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for a lot of you that aren't making big money yet on the internet. I'm literally embarrassed because you're doing everything wrong. You're not focusing. And you should literally focus on making money for at least 6 or 7 months straight. At least. Bam, bam, bam. Put your blinders on. Focus. Stop hitting the squeaky noises and saying, losing your focus. Be like, oh, what's that? Oh, wait a second. This is good. It is so funny. You know what's hilarious to me? It's so funny how you'll watch some people on the internet, and 2 months ago they were a diet expert. They would tell you everything about your health and why you're eating all the wrong things and why you're gaining weight and how you lose. And next thing you know, they quit that, and now all of a sudden, a week later, they're a Bitcoin master. They know everything about Bitcoin like a financial advisor. And then next thing you know, they quit, and next thing you know, they are the biggest expert on coffee, and they will tell you why coffee, Folgers and Starbucks isn't good, and this is why you need this. And then next 3 weeks later, they're a travel agent. And now they know everything about travel and know everything about the travel industry. And it's so funny. Isn't it so funny how people in MLM all of a sudden become experts, like they know everything? The problem is if you want to make money in this industry, being an expert doesn't matter. I got to the top of 8 different companies who recruited more people than anybody else, and I could care less what their people would say, well, what's in your product? I'm like, I don't know. Go read the website. I wouldn't focus on that. I wouldn't focus on all that neat stuff like that. I didn't care because I was focused on putting people in the business and running my business and hitting the next rank. I was more focused on what it took to make the commission check and hit the next rank. Yeah, my company had good products. But if you want to learn more, there's a whole website that they broke down all the science or whatever, or broke down all the travel, or broke down all the thing on Bitcoin. I'm not interested in learning, you know, me being the expert when we already got all the expert advice on the website. Go read it if you want to. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to hit the top rank of the company. I'm going to go hit diamond in 6 days like I did in the deal. I'm going to know what it takes to hit the comp plan and help my people get paid. Okay? Most of you are focused on all this stuff and no one cares. You think they're going to think that you're a Bitcoin expert overnight? Really? Really? The people at your job that are next to you, that are working with you on your job, and you can't even afford one Bitcoin and pay 15 grand and not even have one, and you have fraction upon fraction of a fraction. You think your person at work thinks you're an expert on Bitcoin or an expert on weight loss overnight, or a dietitian that goes to school for nutrition for 4 or 5 years and all of a sudden you know more than they do because you joined a diet company? Think about that, people. Think, oh my gosh. But the deal is this. You need to focus. I know in TCP, we've been around over 2 years, and I've watched people's incomes go from down here to up here, and they're making ridiculous income. Did it come overnight? No, but they were consistent. Every single week, they put people in. Every single week, people. What happens is that started to avalanche. It started like a little snowball going down a hill to it became a humongous snowball that could wipe out the whole town. Did they make a lot of money their first 30 days? Some of them, most of them didn't. They made a few $100, which for a lot of you, a few $100 is a lot of money. But then what happened is they made thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars. Why? Because everybody that paid in month 1 paid in month 2, then paid in month 3 and paid in month 4. But guess what? They got new people in month 2. They got more new people in month 3. They got more new people in month 4. They got more new people in month 5. Well, in month 5, they had people for month 1, but month 2, month 3, month 4 still paying. Okay? So all this work became a lot more. You see what I'm saying? They didn't worry about what happened in month 1. They were working on month 5, but month 1, 2, 3, 4 was still paying them into month 5, and they kept that going. They kept momentum going. So many of you, I've watched it here in Conversion Pro, start to get momentum where you're like this close to the breakthrough, this close to literally making that money that you always want to make, and then the squeaky toy goes off. You lose all your focus, you lose all your training, and you do everything wrong, and start going backwards. Start to go back to the ways that you thought marketing worked. Okay, you know what's really funny is we have built-in analytics in our Conversion Pro system, and I look at some of the places that you people market, like an ad bar, like all these things that get the worst, fakest traffic. I mean, you guys just don't listen. A lot of you are wasting money on some of the most garbage advertising clicks that aren't even things that will generate real leads, and you guys are just doing this stuff over and over and over again when we have the plan that works. The plan is getting people paid every Friday, lots of money put together for you. All the trainings, all the webinars, all the system. Again, in a video I did yesterday, I said, did you copy our share codes? We have 14 of them just for TCP. Now I copied some. Well, I copied one. No, I saw them there, but I didn't do anything with it. Okay, so here's the bottom line. It's going to be 2018. Okay, you can keep doing what you did all this year. Okay, again, the good old saying, keep doing what you've been doing, keep getting what you've been getting. You can choose to watch a few trainings. You can watch all the trainings. You could choose. See, watching a training, though, and implementing them is two different things. It's kind of like this. You could watch someone go to the gym and watch them on the treadmill, okay? Watch them all day. Go to the gym for 30 days and watch them work out every day. You're not going to lose a pound. They will, because they're on the treadmill doing it. So I tell everybody, you can watch my videos all day long. Great, I'm glad you watch my videos. But until you implement them, what good is it? It's not any good until you actually go out and implement and do them. But this squeaky toy syndrome, is going to keep you broke in 2018. I guarantee it. You know what's even crazier is I've seen some of you on the internet marketing for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You've been trying stuff, and you're still at step 1. You're not making $5 grand a month residual. You're not making 10 grand a month residual. You're not even coming close to that. You're lucky if you're not spending more than you're making every month on these home-based businesses, because you keep spending money on kids and trying to advertise and wasting money, and you're no further ahead than you were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, that would bug me to be trying to market all this time. And if you've been on the internet trying to do internet marketing for 4, 5, 6 years and you still have a job, well, what does that tell you? That tells you you are doing everything wrong. Because if you've been working at something 4 or 5 years, it's like going to the gym for 4 or 5 years and looking the exact same. You ever go to the gym and see people that you see there all year round, 2 years, and they look exactly the same? It's like, what have you been doing for 2 years? You look like you haven't even lost 1 pound or gained a pound of muscle. You don't look any different. What do you do when you come here for 2 years? It's amazing, right? So if you are out there and it's going to be 2018, I would highly advise you look at what you're doing, and if what you're doing is not working, change it. Because we have a proven system that works, period. I pay people every Friday for the last 2 years in 49 countries. I see people hitting their leaderboards. I watched the guy's downline go from 1,000 people to 15,000 people in 3 months following my training and using our leads. That's a big difference from 1,000 people to 15,000 people in the downline. In 3 months' time, that's proven. Okay, that works. We proved it. We know it works. So either jump in and use our stuff. You know, it's just like, real quick, I'm going to end this. It's kind of a long video. But if you don't have 2 people right now in the Conversion Pros, it's absolutely mind-boggling. You could have 2 people be getting your membership paid for. If you can't go give away 10 free memberships with no credit card required so you get 2 upgrades, that's crazy to me. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then once you go get 2 and find out how easy it is, why wouldn't you go get 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, so you're making $400, $500, $600 a month, maybe $1,000 a month? It's easy. How hard is it to give away something for free with no credit card required? It's not. It's not. When we have people that will go out, then we got one person that signed up, we got like 50 people their first couple hours. And you can't find 2? Really? Think about it. So it's 2018. If you're broke and busted, there's a lot of reasons for that. And 99.9% of the reasons is go look in the mirror, because that's the reason right there. Because you keep doing everything that you think is right when you're not making it. Why would you continue? Again, I said this in an old video. I'll say it again. How do you drive a person crazy? Put them in a round room and tell them to pee in a corner. And they're peeing all over the place, and they can't figure out why they're going crazy. And that's the majority of you is what you're doing in marketing. You're jumping into squeaky toys. You're following in to message me, ask me for input, doing everything we show you not to do to get to that sign-up repellent that will keep you from making money. You're continuing to do it. It's like a person in a room, peeing around room, peeing all over the place, not knowing how to make money, and you keep doing it. You keep going back into the round room. It doesn't make any sense. So if you're wondering why you're broke and busted, that's probably the reason why. Focus on something. I don't care whether it's Conversion Bros or your business, because we make businesses successful. It's like this. Trying to market a business without Conversion Pros is like somebody with a rubber toy knife trying to stab somebody. And here we come. The reps that use TCP are like have the Rangers and has the Navy SEALs and the Air Force, and they're coming in and wiping up the plate. So here's everybody else in the company with their rubber knives. Please join me, join me. And here's this whole fortress coming at them. That's the difference between people that use the Conversion Pros and people that don't. So we can get you on your leaderboard. That's what we do. We create top money earners. That's what we do. We've been doing that for the last 2 years, is creating top money earners. So it's either use Conversion Pros and get to the top, or don't and be at the bottom like the rest of the company. Okay, that's what we do. So either focus on that, focus on TCP, but keep your focus on and stop this squeaky toy syndrome that you're losing money. Doesn't make any sense. Stop being broke. Broke is not good. Go make some money.